Welcome to the Mission Viejo Sports Zone. I'm Gordon Spencer inside the Mvtv studios. Another great show ahead for you. We'll take you to the pool for some great water polo action, into the gym for some volleyball, and to the trails of Mount Sac for some cross-country action. But first, we begin with high school football in the South Coast League and a pretty good matchup over at Mission Viejo High School. Let's take you out there. Two undefeated teams, Tesoro 2-0, Mission Viejo 1-0. Last time Tesoro beat Mission Viejo, 2008. Special night at Mission Viejo honoring the veterans, Diablos, with their special military jerseys. Tesoro was fired up in this game. No score after one. Ian Feber is sacked by Jake Bears. And that results in this 35-yard field goal by Zach Olson, and the Diablos lead it 3-0. Mission Viejo just warming up, though, in this one. Ian Feber with time finds Sean Monster. 45 yards, he's inside the 30. Then why not do it again? A nice little pump fake by Feber, and he locates Monster again, 29 yards into the zone to make it 10-0 Mission Viejo. And how about another? From the same spot, give or take a yard, 30 yards to Sean Monster, and the score is now 17-0 Mission Viejo, still in the second. Tesoro trying to get something going, and they are stuffed on 4th and 2 by the Mission Viejo defense. Really, all Mission Viejo in this one. How about this highlight in the 4th? Devin Modster, younger brother Sean's playing for Tesoro's picked off. We speed this up for time's sake. That's Sean Mackey, 100 yards, 30-0 Mission Viejo. And watch the reaction by Coach Johnson. You think he's fired up? Everything's going right. Defense, special teams, offense. Still the 4th, Feber. Another big play. This goes for 27 yards to Andrew Schurz. Touchdown Mission Viejo, 37-0. Tesoro gets on the board late. Devin Modster finds Jake Smeltzer for a 36-yard touchdown pass with less than a minute to go. 37-7 is your final. After the game, the Mission Viejo players gave their jerseys to the veterans in attendance on a very, very special evening.
You know, second to none. Those guys, whether they were World War II or, because there was plenty of those, 95 years old, there's like 4 of them, or whatever war it was, they just don't get enough of this. And for me to go down and see them all, and it's just awesome. They love the event, every one of them. I mean, look at them out here. It's 11 o'clock at night. They're 85, 90 years, they're just not leaving. It's beautiful. I love the event. We have so many people that work so hard here. You know, I'm talking support staff. I can't even start naming them because all our boosters, they just do a terrific job. I love this event. I coached in that Army All-American game 2 years in a row down in San Antonio and visited all those hospitals down there. And this has a soft spot. We're going to have it every year.
Well, it was unbelievable. I think everybody here enjoyed the experience just as much as I did. Even though I was a part of it, I was just taken by the history, the individuals that were out here. You know, Howard and Saul and some of the guys that with Baton Death March and Pearl Harbor Survivor and that kind of stuff. You just don't see that anymore, and it was just really great that the kids got a chance to see all that and experience that real patriotism that, you know, we all want them to feel. And boy, you know, getting to be an honorary captain was really nice, but the honor was getting to be out there with those guys. That was just unbelievable. What a treat to me, you know.
It's overwhelming. I mean, it's hard to explain, but what we did for the soul of the American people, which is liberty and freedom. And freedom isn't cheap, and we knew it. And that's why I always tell these kids when I talk to them in schools, liberty is not cheap. It's not free. There's a price, and there is danger from all men, regardless of who they are. All men are dangerous. And so it's our job, and we have a great sense of gratitude and feeling of, I mean, it's hard to explain, you gotta live it. But I don't care if I made $10 a month, I would still go out and enlist and defend this country and its principles and take care of the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence and tell the whole world, I will never apologize that I'm an American.
Number 11, Connor Gonzalez to Howard Bender, Navy, World War II.
What an amazing night at Mission Viejo High School, the first year that Mission Viejo has done such a thing, and they will continue to do that now, as you heard Coach Johnson say, going forward. There's the final, 37-7. Mission Viejo now 2-0, and Tesoro 2-1 in the race there in the South Coast League. All right, let's move on. Seaview League action, Laguna Hills and Capo Valley. Laguna Hills 1-1 into this game. Capo 0-1 as the players meet at midfield at Capo Valley. First quarter, bad snap by Capo results in a loose ball. Laguna Hills would recover and later score to make it 7-0 Hawks. Here's that touchdown from Brandon Byron from 16 yards out to give them that 7-0 lead. 10-0 Laguna Hills when Capo gets on the board. Jordan Baco's 16-yard run makes it 10-7 Laguna Hills. Second quarter, Laguna Hills extends its lead. Cameron Bondi to Mark Hamilton from 2 yards out at 17-7. Laguna Hills at the half, and a great performance put on by the folks there at Capo Valley High School. Capo mounts a comeback, though. Good second half for them. Some play action in the third. Swing pass from Matt Gordon out to Adam Gordon, the brother. Look out. 66 yards later, Adam scores. Capo trails 17-14. Then Adam Gordon uses his foot to tie this thing up. 20-yard field goal here, and it's 17-all. He's not done with that foot. How about another field goal from Adam Gordon? 22 yards out to give Capo its first lead, 20-17. Laguna Hills looking to come back and looking for its first points in the second half. Cameron Bondi's back to pass, but he is picked off. And that results in, guess what? So a little insurance, and guess who gives you that insurance? 41-yard field goal, Adam Gordon again for Capo. His third of the game, and Capo Valley comes all the way back, shutting Laguna Hills out in the second half to win it 23-17. Capo's now 1-1. Laguna Hills falls to 1-2 in that very, very tight race in the Seaview League. Let's go back to the South Coast League for Trabuco Hills and El Toro. Brand new $6 million stadium at El Toro High School, and they kick it off with a thriller. First quarter, Tommy Kelly of Trabuco Hills finds Jacob Breland in the end zone from 16 yards out. What a catch, 7-0 Trabuco Hills. Trouble for Trabuco Hills, penalties and turnovers like this one. Jordan Hedinger, nice run, but fumbles into the end zone, and El Toro takes over, and they make them pay. On a nice drive, Trey Tinsley to Caleb Fossen. Good quick speed, and he picks up 30 yards. Then Tinsley to Dominic Collins from 16 yards out to tie it at 7 in the second quarter. Then it's a turnover by El Toro's Jacob Fossum. He fumbles the kick. Scott Kruger recovers, but Trabuco Hills can't capitalize on the fumble. They missed the field goal, but Blake Kozapoli will get another chance later. Third quarter, this is Tommy Kelly, a keeper from 5 yards out. 14-7 Trabuco Hills. Tinsley strikes back. 2-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Lane. Extra point was blocked. That was huge, 14-13. Fourth quarter, it's Tinsley again to Taylor Dodds from 24 yards out. 2-point failed. It's 19-14 El Toro. Then Trabuco Hills gives their two-pointer back to them on that safety. It's 21-14 El Toro. Then with 29 seconds left, Kelly scores to tie it at 21 and send it to overtime. Blake Kozapoli gets that chance in overtime, a 38-yard winning field goal to spoil the El Toro Stadium opening. What a thriller in overtime. Trabuco Hills 24, El Toro 21. Tinsley, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns. El Toro falls to 1-2. Trabuco Hills now 1-1. How about some other scores from a big football week? 5 touchdowns by San Juan Hills quarterback Jacob Gibson helps the Stallions cruise by Aliso Niguel, 46-6. San Juan Hills now 2-0 in the Seaview League to tie them with Dana Hills for first. Aliso Niguel now 0-3 in league. Tough road for them to try to get into the playoffs. Ryan Walker rushed for 106 yards for Aliso Niguel. The tough road in the Trinity continues for Jay Serra as they fall to 0-3, losing to undefeated St. John Bosco 48-7. Jay Serra quarterback Nick Robinson threw for 105 yards, but was sacked 3 times. Jay Serra, the only Trinity League team without a win. And why? Because look at this. The Santa Margarita Eagles with the shocker of the week as they beat number 2 Mater Dei 16-7. The Eagles are 1-2, Mater Dei 2-1. Mater Dei running back Justin Allen was held to just 5 yards rushing before he left the game with an injury in the second half. The 2 games before, he had rushed for 556 yards. Now, Santa Margarita will host Olu on November 1st. They are tied for 3rd after Olu lost in the final seconds to Servite. So the race is getting very exciting and tight in high school football in a couple of these leagues. Of course, Mission Viejo looks like they're going to run away with the South Coast League title. But watch out for that Seaview League, and the Trinity League has become very, very interesting. We're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, boys water polo, girls volleyball, and some cross country when the Mission Viejo Sports Zone rolls on.
The greatest thrills and excitement are awaiting you right in your own backyard. The CIF Southern Section and your SoCal Ford dealers encourage you to go to a game at your local high school. Unbelievable action is right in your community. You'll be amazed at what you've been missing. Supporting your local school has never been more fun. Go to a game this week.
Welcome back inside the Mission Viejo Sports Zone, inside the Mvtv studios. I'm Gordon Spencer. How about some South Coast League water polo? El Toro and San Clemente. And if your pool, if it's not heated properly, you got to move somewhere else. That's what they did. They moved over to San Juan Hills when the pool at San Clemente just wasn't heating quite right. Let's take you out to San Juan Hills High School for this matchup. Dana Hills is the team to beat in the South Coast League. El Toro 3-1, San Clemente 2-2. First quarter, 2-0 El Toro. San Clemente in the dark caps, and Chase Hamming fires one in. San Clemente down 2-1. El Toro working it outside and from the top. Ty Week with the rocket to give El Toro a 3-1 lead. Then El Toro on a breakaway. Ryan Parento is stopped by Adam Sandor to keep it 3-1. San Clemente cuts it to 1. It's Chase Hamming again with the shot and goal. And the Tritons down 3-2 at the halftime in a very tight South Coast League game. Both coaches working their teams. San Clemente up 7-5 now in El Toro's. Patrick McKellips hits one from way outside to give the Chargers within 1 there, 7-6. Then Michael Hamming feeds Chase and the score, and San Clemente will win this one 9-6. San Clemente winning it by 3. McKellips with 4 goals for El Toro. Chase Hamming 5 goals for San Clemente. San Clemente improves to 3-2 in league. El Toro falls to 3-2. Rivers and Sandor each had 11 saves in the water polo match. How about some girls volleyball in the Trinity League? Mater Dei 2-1. Santa Margarita 2-1. Olu, the team to beat. This is a battle for second place. They finished 1-2 in 2012. Set number 1 tied at 14. Mater Dei the kill. But look at Claire Archibald. Get the block, the point. 15-14 Eagles. Then it's the ace by Ashley Campbell to give Santa Margarita a 20-16 lead. They go on to win set 1, 25-21. Set 2, another tight one. Megan McClure with the monster kill. Mater Dei leads it by 1, 18-17. Brooke Hertel serves up the ace again for Santa Margarita, and the Eagles take a 2-0 lead in the best of 5. They win that one 25-22. Parents are pumped. They just need one more to win this big match, but Mater Dei keeps battling in set 3. Nice short set, and Sammy Krakauer gets the kill to tie it at 12. Mater Dei outscores Santa Margarita 13-7 to finish them off in Game 3 as the kill is out. And the Monarchs win 25-19 and trail 2-1. Mater Dei coach Dan Odell working on that comeback. Set 4, Mater Dei turns up the D. Look at the block by Jaden Piquel and Krakauer. Monarchs lead at 9-3. Then the tough serve by Peyton Chang. Floater for the ace. Mater Dei wins set 4, 25-16 to tie it at 2 sets apiece. Set 5 goes to 15. Great rally here, back and forth, and the back row kill is going to go wide here, and Santa Margarita leads it 13-12. They need 2 more to win, but would you believe Mater Dei scores 3 straight, and the kill by Tara Ribisi, and the Monarchs right there, who trailed 2 sets to none, come back to win the last 3 and win the match. There's the scores: 21-25, 22-25, 25-19, 25-17, 15-13. Mater Dei now 3-1. Santa Margarita 2-2 in the Trinity League in girls volleyball. To the famed hills of Mount Sac in Walnut, California for the top cross-country meet in California, where you will only find the best high school runners. In the girls' Division I and II individual sweepstakes race, Tesoro's Amanda Garrett kept pace with the front pack and finished 5th with a time of 17:32. Look at those tough hills they're dealing with. Trabuco Hills was the county's top team, finishing in Division I and II. The Mustangs had 4 runners place in the top 50 and finished 4th. Sabrina Herman was Trabuco Hills' top runner in 17 minutes, 56 seconds. In the boys' team sweepstakes, Dana Hills they had 5 scoring runners in the top 50 as they finished 4th overall. El Toro had 4 runners in the top 50, and that was good enough to finish 5th. Good luck to all the local runners up there at Mount Sac on a perfect day for high school cross country. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Mission Viejo Sport Zone. Make sure you log on to missionviejolife.org to watch this episode online if you don't watch it on your TV. And next week, I want to remind you, we've got some great action ahead. Of course, high school football still underway. Mission Viejo, Trabuco Hills in a South Coast League matchup. Good Seaview League battle going on. Capo Valley, San Juan Hills. We'll have highlights of that match, that game as well. And then boys water polo, Trabuco Hills, Tesoro in the Seaview League. That's battle of 1 and 2. Also battle of 1 and 2. Aliso Niguel and San Juan Hills in girls volleyball. Highlights you could only find here on the Mission Viejo Sports Zone. I'm Gordon Spencer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
This is where the lines we drew in the sand were crossed.
Indivisible,